When you watch Tyrese Haliburton play, you don't just see a point guard. You see orchestration. You see timing. You see a player who understands that basketball, at its highest level, is less about flash and more about feel. And that understanding is what has defined the rise of Tyrese Haliburton from overlooked recruit to franchise cornerstone. He wasn't supposed to be this. Not according to the recruiting rankings. Not according to the noise that often surrounds future NBA stars. Growing up in Oshkosh, Wisconsin, Haliburton developed in relative obscurity compared to the prep phenoms dominating national circuits. But even then, there was something unmistakable about his game, a calm intelligence, a patience that felt almost professional long before he ever stepped into an NBA arena. He wasn't the loudest player on the floor. He was the one who saw everything 2 steps ahead. At Iowa State Cyclones, that basketball IQ began to sharpen into a weapon. Under structured collegiate systems, Haliburton flourished as a hybrid guard, part floor general, part sniper, part defensive disruptor. His assist-to-turnover ratio wasn't just good, it was surgical. He manipulated passing angles like a veteran and defended passing lanes with anticipation that felt instinctive. And yet, even with that efficiency, he was still discussed more as solid than spectacular. Then came the 2020 NBA Draft, an event shaped by uncertainty, conducted in the shadow of a global pandemic. When the Sacramento Kings selected him 12th overall in the 2020 NBA Draft, it felt like a value pick. But what unfolded next quickly shifted that narrative. Haliburton didn't arrive trying to dominate headlines. He arrived trying to stabilize chaos. In Sacramento, he demonstrated a rare maturity for a rookie guard. His shot mechanics, unorthodox but repeatable, translated. His playmaking translated. His defensive reads translated. What stood out most, however, was control. He didn't rush. He didn't force. He understood pacing, and in a league obsessed with speed, that patience made him different. Then, in February 2022, the trajectory of his career shifted dramatically. In a blockbuster deal, the Kings traded Haliburton to the Indiana Pacers. Trades can destabilize young players. They can bruise confidence. But for Haliburton, it became liberation. In Indiana, he wasn't just a promising guard. He was the system. The offense flowed through him. The tempo responded to him. The franchise entrusted him with its future, and he responded with statistical growth that matched the responsibility. His assist numbers surged into elite territory. His scoring became more assertive without sacrificing efficiency. And most importantly, his leadership became visible. Haliburton's game is defined by 3 pillars: vision, efficiency, and composure. Vision, because he processes the floor at an advanced speed. Skip passes to weak side shooters. Pocket passes through tight windows. Transition reads that break defensive shape before it sets. Efficiency, because he doesn't waste dribbles. He doesn't chase bad shots. He understands shot quality in a way that many high-usage guards never fully master. Composure, because even when the moment intensifies, his heartbeat appears steady. Fourth quarter? Same rhythm. National spotlight? Same rhythm. Playoff pressure? Same rhythm. That steadiness earned him all-star recognition and, eventually, one of the largest contracts in franchise history. A declaration that Indiana wasn't just building around him, they were betting on him. And in today's NBA, where superstars often define the culture of an organization, Haliburton's culture is clarity, ball movement, unselfishness, accountability. But what makes his story compelling isn't just numbers. It's growth. Every season has revealed a slightly sharper version of himself. Stronger frame, tighter handle, deeper range, more vocal leadership. The evolution hasn't been explosive, it's been incremental, and that might be what makes it sustainable. Internationally, his ascent continued when he represented the United States at the FIBA Basketball World Cup. On a roster filled with scorers, Haliburton embraced facilitation. He amplified others. He controlled tempo. He proved that his skill set translates not just across teams, but across systems. There's a discipline to his approach that mirrors elite quarterbacks in football, reading coverage, adjusting angles, delivering precision. He doesn't need 30 shots to impact a game. Sometimes it's 12 points and 15 assists that leave the deeper imprint. Sometimes it's a single possession where he manipulates 2 defenders with eye movement alone. And yet, the ambition is clear. He wants more than all-star appearances. He wants contention. He wants postseason legitimacy. He wants Indiana back in championship conversations. That hunger shows in the way he studies matchups, the way he adjusts when defenses blitz him, the way he's expanded his off-the-dribble shooting to punish drop coverage. The modern NBA often rewards isolation brilliance. Haliburton represents something slightly different: orchestral dominance. His brilliance elevates teammates. Role players become more confident because he finds them in rhythm. Big men score easier because he delivers passes at optimal release points. Shooters get cleaner looks because he manipulates defensive gravity. In many ways, he embodies the evolution of the point guard position, less about pure scoring, more about control of geometry and tempo. He's not the loudest superstar in the league, but he's one of the most precise. And perhaps that precision is the defining theme of his career so far. Precise reads, precise passes, precise development. From Wisconsin gyms to the national stage, Tyrese Haliburton has built his ascent on refinement rather than hype. The next chapter will be defined by post-season validation. Regular season excellence earns respect. Playoff excellence earns permanence. If his trajectory holds, the Pacers' future will continue to revolve around his measured brilliance. Because in a league driven by speed and spectacle, Haliburton reminds us that control is power. And when the game tightens, when possessions matter most, it's often the calmest mind that shapes the outcome. Thank you for watching and supporting stories like this. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Tyrese Haliburton's journey, make sure to like, share, and subscribe so you never miss the next powerful story from the world of sports.